Hey everyone, thought I would start off the SWOT analysis by just talking about what I'm specifically focusing on in terms of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Threats, and it's just anything that can externally or internally harm you. And in terms of the needs assessment, I will get to specific questions. A little more background here. It's just basically anything that could be an obstacle, anything at all that you can think of. So I'm going to go right over to our needs assessment. We had 38 responses. We split it between two schools, mainly because our whole group was mainly at one school. And we got a good mix of teachers, K through 2, 3 through 5. Not really sure what they teach. They could be special ed, they could be general, departmentalized. Again, that's an external threat. We don't know. But one of the first things I wanted to start with was that some teachers just, maybe knew. We had a huge portion who just said sometimes, so they don't always feel good teaching about it. And honestly, about maybe a fifth say they're just really not overall, and they just might not have too much time invested in it. Another big one, keep scrolling down. The concept of it, if you combine the lowest two, that's basically half of people have no real idea, and that's mainly because I wanted to skip down to the professional development. A lot of the professional development didn't help teach anyone, so if there wasn't anyone teaching about it, no one was really ready for it. I know that was a really big problem with a lot of people. Uh, we also only had some times for this. I think a lot of people aren't always tech savvy, especially if they're in different generations. That was definitely a big threat. Even though we do use it pretty often in our classrooms. Let's see, where's the next one? Yeah, equitable access. A lot of my kids personally from our school, they had to wait months for the devices to be rolled out. Our families were talking about, oh, I'm getting a tablet, this and that, but even still, it was a long time before a lot of my kids were even able to get on. So that was definitely a threat. Let's see, just checking my little oopsies, just checking my little cheat sheet. Oh, here's another one. So we do spend time doing digital literacy skills, but unfortunately, a lot of kids just come into it with only being consumers. So we will analyze going through a page and breaking down information, taking stuff away. But one of the things is kids are usually just consumers of it. And I did want to scroll down to one of our responses that we had. Often when a professional development is presented, it's at the beginning of the year, and there's just a whole lot of stuff thrown at us, and it's never revisited. That was a big thing, like no ongoing professional development. And at the bottom, we had a lot of challenges, mainly because it was just thrown together at the last minute. But I think from the information we collected, our schools were sort of comfortable and sort of understood literacies, digital and disciplinary. But overall, I think, it goes along with weaknesses too, but we could have done a better job at explaining all this and helping people along.